Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and this is the Battlefield 4 trailer. I was going to show it to you. There's also an annotation on the screen so you can see the whole thing without me talking over it and get the same experience we had. So I'm going to talk about the trailer and what we saw and my reactions to it, and then I'm also going to talk about what it's like to work with EA, because I think a lot of guys are curious about it. And I've been getting all sorts of attention, from you're working with EA now and stuff like that. And I thought I'd explain the nature of the relationship because I like to be open with you guys with that sort of thing. But anyway, first, reactions to the trailer. It was all single player. This is the campaign. In my dreams, I'll get the bad out of the way first. In my dreams, I saw some multiplayer. I want to see how the guns handle, how the people move, how the things do. I want to analyze what the maps look like, see what I can learn about them, and I don't know. I judge a game on multiplayer a whole lot. That to me is the core of the game. But single player matters too, and that's what they showed us. It's like 17 minutes long, something like that. So pretty cool stuff. The graphics are next level. You can see what the graphics look like. I promise you, they looked better in the theater than they do in this thing that was rendered, and then I re-render it, and then YouTube renders it again. And by the time that process is over, a little bit is lost. But if you get this thing and you play it on PC in particular, where I assume it will look best, it looks next level. It is really, really cool. Some guys have asked me which consoles it's going to be on. They're like, is it true that it's not going to be on next-gen consoles? My answer is I don't know. I would tell you if I did. I didn't get any insider information. Really, the whole event was to talk to them, and but not really about the game, and to see this trailer. I don't know anything that you don't, based on you watching this thing too. So that's that. But my prediction is that it's going to be on the next consoles. If I was to predict don't take this as fact or anything, but if I was to make a guess, it'd be much more likely to show up for just the two next consoles than it would be to show up for just the old ones. And if it was gonna, yeah, that's it. But it might even be for both. I think a lot of companies are doing that now, games that work across both consoles, which seems doable, right? I mean, they hit PC and Xbox today. It's pretty much, I think if you play on Xbox, it's like playing on PC on medium. So that's what they tell me anyway. Yeah, so I don't know which consoles it's going to land on. A lot of guys are asking me about that, and I don't have the answer to you. But one thing they're doing, I don't mean to dog on the game that you guys might be really enjoying, but I've never loved the campaign. The Battlefield campaigns to me are not my cup of tea. But the trailer for this campaign was they had this thing about emotional attachment to the characters, and that they're like, a good game is not just based on graphics, it's based on how much you care about what's happening in front of you. And the trailer anyway sucked me in. So mission accomplished, I suppose, in that respect. As far as how the actual game reacted, like I said, it's single player, so I didn't really learn too much about how the game responds. It's multiplayer. To me, campaigns are kind of like a movie that you're involved in, and multiplayer is the game aspect where I really judge them on balance and map design and stuff like this. And in terms of do I like this movie in front of me? Yeah, I do. I thought it was awesome. So that's my take on the thing. But and that's my honest take on it. Damn it. See, I'm going to talk about my relationship with EA now. First of all, is it true that EA is, whining and dining some YouTubers? Yeah, it is. They flew about 10 of us out there. Lots of guys that you probably know of. T-Mark, Chris Smoove, Minnesota Burns, me. Jericho was out there. Pwnstar for Hire was out there. Eduardo was out there. I'm sure I'm leaving people out. I'm sorry. White Boy was out there. So yeah, EA is working with a lot of big YouTubers. And I think it's awesome. I come from the COD world, as a lot of you know, and COD doesn't work with YouTubers at all. If anything, they kind of put us down. It's a world filled with snarky tweets, and David Vonderhaar is out there saying that he doesn't think he doesn't like COD videos and stuff like that. And from my perspective, it's like, man, I would love it if they treated us like partners, because I feel like having a COD community does a lot for the game of Call of Duty. Therefore, the game Call of Duty should do something for the COD community. I don't know. This might come off as self-serving, but look, I help them out a lot. They could, make it to get Black Ops 2 early. I literally grabbed a gun and met this shady guy in a parking lot, a dark parking lot, not sure what to expect. Like that is how I get my Call of Duty ahead of schedule. It'd be nice if, given how much I do for COD did a little for me. Maybe hook me up with some early access. They certainly hook the competitive guys up with a lot of care and feeding and attention. But YouTube, not only do they not hook us up, but they almost, they insult us and put us down and give us no treatment and act as if we're untrustworthy. So it's nice to see a company like EA embrace us. And in exchange, you might see the community embrace EA too. That's the way things work. You got one company who's actively hostile and the other one who's actively supportive. There you go. I don't know. I hate to mention the haters, but there have been some people who fuss like, oh, they should have grabbed the hardcore Battlefield guys and brought them there. And for that, I'm like, man, I feel you. I know exactly how you feel. You want to know why? Because there is a commercial out there with iJustine and FPS Russia in it. Now, I love both of those guys. They're fantastic people. But I couldn't help but watch their commercial and think, man, I wish that was me. And the same thing is going on, I think, in your heads now. Like, shucks, man, that Woody's out there getting this opportunity. I wish it was me. And I never expected iJustine to turn it down. I never expected, she's wonderful, right? I met her a couple times, and she's always been really nice. But, so I don't hold anything against her. But I wish it was me. And I just kept working at it, and I kept growing, and I kept doing my thing. And this year it was me. So, that's my advice to you. If you're out there, thinking the same thing, that, you wish you were at this event, then, keep at it, keep working, keep entertaining your subs, and it'll be you. That's my response to that. So, working with EA has been great. One thing that's kind of cool about EA is they legitimately tell you not to review the game. And there's this balance between review and reactions. Like, it's obvious I can't give this thing like 9 stars out of 10 or something like that. But, I have sometimes, like early on, I felt even uncomfortable saying that I was having a good time on those damn motorcycles flying around the map and stuff like that, because that's kind of on the borderline of reviewing. And I'm finding my comfort level on how to talk about a game without crossing that boundary of giving it a review. So that's that. That has been my Battlefield 4 experience. I'll probably use the second half of this trailer for another commentary at one point or another, but that's how the trip went. Hanging out with the people was incredible. It was nice, after spending all my time dealing with hater crews. It was super cool to see the guys who don't do that. So I don't know. I just had a really fantastic couple of days. It was just what I needed to put all of it behind me. So yeah, good times for me. Go click on the annotation and see the rest of this trailer if you haven't seen it already. But, it's cool. I hope that more companies start working with YouTubers and recognizing that, like, having a community around your game is good for your game. So awesome stuff, man. I don't know. Yeah, you've probably seen this footage on everybody else's channel now at this point. But I thought I would share what it's like to work with these guys and how the weekend was. So have a good day.